What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, we're going to go over the results of the Open at Belton Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series event. Our boy Ricky Wysocki comes fighting and takes first place. He plays from behind on lead card against Paul McBeth and winds up overtaking him in the final round, beating him by 3 strokes in the final round. We're going to look at a couple of putts that Paul McBeth missed that were just inside or just outside the circle, but stuff you expect to see a top pro make. And you could tell he was very disappointed in himself for missing those putts. The score doesn't really reflect how close it was because Paul did go out of bounds on the last hole. Calvin Heimberg takes 3rd place, and all these guys tied for 6th. Really, really great players and more relatively unknown players. Gavin Rathbun, we saw him on the lead card in the last event at Waco. Chris Dickerson, obviously we expect him to be in the top 10. Paul Ulibarri's been playing really great this year. We expect him to be there. But Alden Harris, a guy from Atlanta that I've met personally, he's a really nice guy, really great player. We don't see him in the top 10 at a Pro Tour level event very often. And then we have Alex Russell. We used to see him on the lead card very often. He's got a smasher of a forehand. He played a hell of a second round, shooting 1053 rated, significantly above his rating. So with all that being said, it was a really exciting tournament, but this is the vintage Paul versus Ricky action that we want to see on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. This is what people want to see, and this is the type of stuff that's going to get people to want to pay to watch disc golf live so they can see the battle happening right before their eyes. And I didn't hear anything about Brody. He took 70th place. He played, looks like, really, really badly. At these Pro Tour events, like, because the field is so highly rated, it's pretty easy to shoot rounds over 1,000 rated, so I'm sure he's disappointed shooting 2 rounds under 1,000. So most of the field should regularly be shooting over 1,000 rating pretty much every single round in these big tournaments. These high-ranked propagators bring all the ratings up, so anything under 1,000 is a pretty abysmal round for one of these guys, because not only are they good players, but the ratings are also inflated as well. So I'm sure Brody's disappointed in his performance, and I know he'll play better at the next event. Just a quick shout out to the women, Heather Young and Katrina Allen, blowing out the rest of the field easily. Katrina Allen sneaks away with the win. I haven't watched their final round, so I'm looking forward to watching that and seeing Katrina Allen, how she took away the win, and see if it ended just in as exciting fashion as the men did. Okay, so at this point of the tournament, Paul McBeth is not in that much danger of losing the event. Things are all tied right now, but Paul and Ricky are both sitting behind this tree. They pretty much have the exact same putt. This is a must-make putt for Paul McBeth. Being the best player in the world, being a $10 million player, you should make these putts. He's just outside the circle. Yeah, he's straddled, and it's a tough putt, but this is what Paul McBeth should make. So we're going to see how it unfolded.
Oh, no. That putt is so hard. I mean, it is just because it's so obstructed.
We're not even going to cut. Rick just walked up there. This is live. No cuts made.
The same putt.
Yeah.
It's got a headwind.
Jam.
So Ricky's hyped up, and at this point, Paul McBeth knows he's in trouble because this is a course where you pretty much only get birdies. There's not that much room for separation, so once you lose that stroke like Paul just did, he knows he's in trouble, and now he's playing from behind, which is never good when you're playing against Ricky Wysocki.
Jams it. Yeah. The lead is Rick's.
Ricky's 6'5", too, so he has a huge advantage when he's straddling out for those kinds of putts. If Paul's 6'5" as well, he's able to straddle out quite a bit farther, get a little bit more extension around the tree, and he probably makes that putt as well. Height's not always an advantage in disc golf, but in that case scenario, it was definitely an advantage. So we're just going to move on to hole 17. Paul McBeth has the putt coming up the hill. This is for birdie.
Green like that would have been. No. No.
And that is...
Kev, no.
That's the tournament.
That's what we don't ever see Paul McBeth do.
That's just... It's one of those things where maybe he's like just looking ahead to the next hole and how he can make up a stroke, and that putt was a part of the process.
Right.
He's usually good for those, but
I'm still in disbelief, man. He's so.
Nice putt by Calvin there as well. So in my mind, everyone doesn't always agree with me when I say a tournament can boil down to a single moment or two. But in this case scenario, on a birdie or die course where both players are playing at a high level and they're both on par with one another, that entire tournament boiled down to those 2 putts. And I know Paul McBeth's going to go back and he's going to work on his straddle putting and he's going to work on his circle 1 putting. He's going to work on putting uphill. He probably forgot to aim at top chains, or he had a misrelease, or something happened that Paul McBeth's easily going to be able to fix. So he just needs to get back on the practice green, work out the kinks, and he'll come back and putt better at the next event. I'm 100% positive of that. Leave in the comment section down below, are you happy Paul lost? Are you happy Ricky won? I'm actually really relieved to see Ricky come back and be playing at a high level, because we just didn't know with the Lyme disease thing, like, how is he going to rebound? Everything taken into consideration, I'm happy to see Ricky win. I'm happy to see Paul's going to be pushed. He's going to have to earn that contract. He's going to have to continue to prove over and over again why he got that big contract. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. This is Iceberg TV, and take care.